We're going to start with blood vessel anatomy and look at general structure features that are present in all blood vessels, most blood vessels. We'll see that capillaries don't have the same layers that the other blood vessels do. So there are 3 layers or tunics to blood vessels, 3 layers. These are called tunics. And the outer one, actually, we're gonna start with the inner one. Start with the inner is the tunica intima. It's also called interna, the internal layer. I'll do this one just in black here. This is the tunica intima. I'm going to draw a capillary over here because that's the one that only has this layer. It only has the tunica intima. This is our capillary. This is going to be everything else. So let's just for now put veins and arteries. Veins and arteries and arterioles and venules are going to have different compositions of these different layers, but still have all 3 layers in different compositions. The tunica intera is endothelium. That means it's a type of epithelium. It's simple squamous epithelium. The endothelium is the same as the lining of the heart, the endothelium of the heart, that inside layer that is deep to the cardiac muscle tissue. Okay, outside of that, we've got a thicker layer, again, thickness depending on where we are. It's gonna be thick enough, yeah. This is the middle layer, middle, tunica media. This is present in arteries and veins, and this is made out of smooth muscle and sometimes elastic tissue is present as well. All right, now we've got one more. We've got the outer layer. So we've got the tunica. What do you think? It's going to be externa. Externa, outside. Tunica externa is fibrous. Tunica externa is fibrous. So what does that mean in terms of what it's made out of? It's going to be made out of connective tissue, collagen. So these are the 3 layers that make up blood vessels. The compositions differ in different blood vessel types. The extreme of that is capillaries, which only have that endothelium. Let's review this one more time here. Here's a histology of the artery and vein. You'll see this in lab. You can already see the artery and vein look different. Artery is a little bit more firm, holds together a little bit more. There's actually elastic fibers in there. The vein is floppier. So we'll look more at those. There's a whole bunch more layers here that I'm not going to talk about. I think here what I want you to know. So tunica intima is this inside endothelium. You can see that simple squamous tissue. Tunica media is smooth muscle and elastic. You can see that looks like kind of like smooth muscle and elastic right there, right? Then lastly, tunica externa, collagen fibers. I don't want to cross out collagen. I want to include it. That's this layer right here. Any other little sublayer there, we're not going to talk about. And then I like this image because it also shows the cross section of the capillary, which really just has the endothelium, the endothelial cells, epithelial cells, and basement membrane is that areolar tissue that's kind of helps stick it to the stuff around it, mostly adipose tissue.